I think a lot of the vendors fear the auction. It's because of the unknown. You don't know which way it's going to go at the auction. We strongly recommend an auction campaign to create as much competition as we can for our vendors, obviously try and get maximum price for the vendors.
Ladies and gentlemen, buyers and bidders, where do we go from here? There is a competition. Best of luck to you at 880,000 folks. We'll kick it up in increments of 20 at this stage. 920 and bang. 940 and well done. It's 940. Welcome back here at 960.
So a lot of the times before we go on market, if the house is empty, we'll always recommend to the vendor to stage the property. It just makes the property a little bit more appealing. It's a good marketing tool, strongly recommend that. People are more comfortable to walk into more furnished homes. Your standard auction method is about a 4-week marketing campaign. 2 open for inspections are done on a weekly basis for half-an-hour gaps. A full report is given to the owners on a weekly basis to communicate the interest between first inspections, second inspections, and it helps us qualify who's going to be the buyer for the day or for the property on the day of the auction. If the vendors choose the wrong method of sale, a lot of the times it does take a little bit more longer than your standard norm. So if a buyer is keen, wants to make the commitment, their finance has to be ready, building inspections have to be done before they're ready to go and they know what they're buying. If a good, strong pre-offer comes in before auction, if there is multiple interest on the property, we will either bring the auction forward to a closer date. We would notify that the property is under offer. Our vendors are going to be selling the property before auction, so everybody gets the opportunity to still have a crack at this property. If nobody comes in and betters the offer, obviously then the vendor will take the highest offer from there. So through the campaign of the auction, we'll always help the vendor. We try to eliminate a lot of pressure off their back. Some vendors will always be nervous of the process, but it always pays to have a good agent on your side. On the day of the auction, people do come to the auctions with no finance ready, hoping for the property to pass in, not knowing what the economy is going to be in the near future. If the property gets passed in, we would approach the highest bidder on the day. We will then disclose the reserve price to the buyer. The highest bidder gets the first right to negotiate with the vendor one-on-one. They get the first opportunity to try and negotiate and secure the property that they want. If they walk away, then it basically gets opened up to every other buyer that has shown interest. If these buyers aren't in the price of where the owner wants to be, basically gets put back on the market as a sale by negotiation. It's not the end of the world. It basically identifies who your real players are on the day. Usually within 24 to 48 hours, the property ends up getting sold to the live bidders on the day.
This will be my final call, and we are selling at 1,002,000. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations. We're sold. Well done. Well bought. And welcome to the neighbourhood, folks. Thank you so much for coming out here.
After the property's sold at the auction, contracts get signed. We put our famous sold stickers on the board, and then basically we just prepare up for settlement. And we end up doing a final inspection, make sure that all fixtures and fittings or everything that was agreed upon are still there. Settlement day comes, buyer comes in, hand over the keys to their new home, and then everyone moves forward from there. Basically, if a buyer's thinking that it's probably not a good time to buy, the advice that I would give if you're ready to buy, you must go with the flow. If you're financially ready to do it, go for it. And I've said this before, that what's dear today will always be cheap tomorrow. It's just the way that the market goes. The honest advice would be to a vendor, if you're going to be selling and buying in the same market, it will all balance through. So if you're a homeowner that's struggling and not knowing which way to go, more than happy to allocate a good hour with you, sit down with you, have a coffee with you, and put you on the right track.